there are billions of stars in the sky, so too are there countless worlds, places destroyed by war, built by peace, full of allies, enemies, lovers, and rivals. All of them, all of us, have one thing in common. We come from the stars, and to the stars we return. These are the adventures of the USS Zagreus.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. My pronouns are he, him. I'm an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show.
Laps.
We are playing Star Trek Adventures by Modiphius Entertainment. This is the second edition of the game that was just recently released in summer of 2024. We'd like to thank Modiphius for sending along some very, very, very pretty books for us to play this game with. This is our second season of the game as well, and this is the second episode in our final arc of the season. So
many twos.
A lot of twos. If you haven't already, go back one episode to watch that so you know where this episode is coming from. And as long as you're going back, you might as well go back to the beginning of second season so you can see all of our fun adventures. Well, some of them are fun. Some of them are a little stressful. And then as long as you're going back to watch those, why not go all the way back to the first season and check it out? Or check out one of our other shows that's less stressful, like...
Delta Green.
Exactly. So... We'd like to thank you for spending time with us and watching us play this game and tell a great Star Trek story. I want to get into the action, so what I would like to do is to quickly go around and have everybody introduce who they are, what character they're playing, and what role they fulfill on the ship. And let's start with our first Mind Player.
Hello, my name is Ethan Ixon Anderson, he, him, and I am playing Lieutenant J.G. Gullick, the former transportation chief, now just tech grunt.
Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hi there, my name is Jordan Fishburne, she, her, and I am playing Lieutenant Commander Thang Duras, the Klingon Chief of Security.
Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hi there, my name is Sarah Babe, she, they, and I am Captain Kashatal, who is the Trill Commanding Officer of the USS Zagreus.
And last but not least, our final Mind Player.
Hi, my name is Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I am playing Lieutenant Tira C. Doc, the flight controller of the USS Zagreus, and I am an Orion.
Now, when we last left the Zagreus, they had just committed a slight violation of the...
It was me.
Somebody just committed a prime violation.
I don't even know these assholes.
Let's not give the whole crew a problem. This is my fault.
I just did Chief of Security.
By ordering a rescue of a primitive civilization's space capsule, and those aliens are now on board the Zagreus. Captain Tall is currently talking about getting to know them and trying to figure out the best way that she can wriggle out of this particular challenge.
We are not gods, thanks.
Would you say that you're talking?
Oh.
Number one, I'm actually very surprised that it took that long. Number two,
Fair.
respectfully, fuck off.
Now, there is an old saying in the Navy that loose lips sink ships, but in the case of the Zagreus, I don't think it takes very long for the what's going on to filter throughout the rest of the ship. So, Lieutenant Seadock, who are you gossiping with about this?
I think Fang
you on a
and
video
Soft
call?
Boy, and possibly our good buddy Gully.
If y'all aren't doing an over-under on what I'm going to do, I'm going to be angry.
Let's ask the actual players. Are you guys all gossiping together, and is Soft Boy a good fourth for this?
Well, yeah, he's
I think
Yeah,
Soft Boy's a great
absolutely.
fourth for
He
this,
would
yeah.
care most about the
Yeah.
safety of a
Yeah.
secondary species.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tertiary?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm imagining that this is taking place in the, because you don't have like a 10 forward, but I'm sure it's more like the mess hall space that's on like
The staff lounge.
well, it's more like a cafeteria.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I mean,
Like, sort of like on
A cafegimatorium.
Cerritos.
yeah.
Or the old Enterprise that Pike is
Right.
captaining.
It's like in Galaxy Quest when they're...
Sorry, I just happen to know the subject matter.
Yeah, so you're all grabbing a bite to eat and gossiping over dinner, and I think Parker is definitely peppering you with like technical details, like so how many hearts do you think that they had?
I couldn't even begin to guess.
This is hilarious to me because I haven't even been able to see them. I've been outside the force field just doing rounds, and I just
with a cup to the door.
I just passed it off to somebody who I swore to secrecy, which I know is useless. And my crew is good after I started them on extreme retraining after how rude one person was to Gully during one of our away missions. So they've got the fear of Thang in them now. But
Fear of Fang.
but I am like,
Is that the name of the episode? The Fear of Fang?
No.
Are you sure?
that's the next episode of the first season that we do after this.
Which is weird because it's going to be vampire.
It's funny. It's crazy how that goes. Fear of Fang.
Quit. I'm going home.
And I just keep looking at Tara, who I know has seen them and interacted with them directly. And I'm just like giving vastly like wild guesses that I know probably aren't right, but I keep looking at Tara to see if she says anything.
I mean,
So I think they have one big heart and then like a backup heart. So not necessarily working, it just kicks in.
Yeah, it's kind of like cows, you know? They've got all the backup stomachs. But...
Real quick question for you, Jordan. I know you were a giant Star Trek person.
Yeah.
But like you know about Klingons and having like duplicate organs, right?
Of course I know that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. And make sure everybody else knows as well.
I'm
Totally
an
knew
expert
that.
in Klingons. That's why I chose a Klingon. to
Right.
play.
I just wanted to
Everyone
make
loves
sure.
Klingons.
That's my favorite species in the Star Trek universe.
they always say their
God save
catchphrase, "May the honor be with you."
Is it Star Wars? Star Wars universe? I can't remember tell them apart. But
Klingons always shoot first. Isn't that how it works?
yeah.
God save the Queen.
I don't want to be captaining.
I feel like that's the episode name.
the thing is, Fang is wildly guessing. So when she says 2 hearts, she's like, that's totally normal. So that's like an easy
Right. It'd be
guess
like
to
asking you,
put
how
in.
many hearts do you have, Jordan?
Yeah. Jordan has 1. and it's
Jordan's
real
like,
tiny.
mine or other people's?
Mine is
Because
like pretty tiny.
Grinch
but
sized.
Fang's-
Before the thing.
Yeah. Before the character growth.
in my body or in my fridge?
In my fridge.
The heart of a young boy. It's in a jar on my desk.
Thank you. So she's just like giving massive guesses, and she's like, I'm pretty sure also that they had a tail. Prehensile, like clings onto stuff and stuff.
I hear they're furry. But like
It's amazing.
Like a...
sexy furry. You know, like me.
Yeah, Gully. Just... Just like you.
Like on the Riker scale, they're like a 6.
So,
Well, and Parker is like, he's giddy because he's like, I never thought that I would be on a first contact mission.
This isn't.
Not a first contact.
Yeah, this is not a first. No, this is
should we take bets as to whether or not it becomes a first contact?
I throw my arm around Softboy. And I say, okay, I know you've only been on the crew for a little bit. I would anticipate that we get called in as witnesses to a court-martial in about 5 space months.
It's either that or this never happened, and you can't remember this.
Arguably, I think I'm on Gully's side here, right? Like, we're just never going to let Starfleet know that this happened, right?
well.
So what I'm saying is, whatever you find out here is going to be some great, fantastical, genius leaps of logic that you make sometime in the next 20 to 25 years when you're called upon to do some...
Write it, stash it on a shelf, and don't date it.
What you
No names
want.
either. No names.
Is you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy?
When you're called to do a species analysis on a no contact species, you're just going to know a lot of things, and it's going to be a genius work that you're doing right now, is what I'm saying.
Look, kid.
Legally, as somebody who is trained in the legal law of this government,
The Federation.
this government,
See, I, however, know all of the ways to get around these laws.
which is why it's great that you're talking to
which
both
is
of
why
us.
this is a great yeah. Kid, let me tell you how to break the law.
Yes. So here's what we're actually gonna do, right? We're not gonna tell anybody about this. This never happened as far as we're concerned, right?
But-
This, repeat after me, kid. This never happened.
They're also not in medical bay, so we
They're not in the med bay.
Don't have full
Don't
body
break into the med
scans
bay.
of this species.
Definitely don't.
Full body scans of all of their crap.
In addition, whatever the captain did, there's no way anybody else was going to step in and save these beings or anything or whatever. So
You wouldn't have done it?
Parker.
your sarcasm meter is real low.
Well,
Parker. We wouldn't, wink wink, have done anything.
Well-
Wink wink.
Then can you actually wink?
I haven't tried.
Klingons can wink, they just can't cry.
But can Fang wink?
no, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's the real question.
Convincingly.
I did have one friend who couldn't wink.
Really?
That's fascinating.
Every time they tried, they just blinked.
Oh, that's
I have to keep both eyes open at all times.
Yeah, that's the downside to your like always
Constantly watching.
constantly watching is you can't wink.
I need to have perfect depth perception.
Or can you not normal blink? You can only wink?
I can only wink. One eye has to be open at all times.
Otherwise, she loses her ability to do
Started a
visual
really
pat
stupid
downs.
thing suddenly.
That's okay.
Okay. Anyhow,
No,
kid.
so Parker's like, well, I know you would have done it.
Look, I was like 5
you-
seconds away from grabbing a shuttle without permission, so
Because you violate the captain's orders all the time.
it's kind of my thing, yeah.
Would you
It
like,
usually works out pretty well for me. I'm failing forward.
if you want to do the captain a favor, you could sign a thing saying you did do it?
No.
No.
Never, Parker, never sign anything unless I look at it first, okay? Never sign
No,
anything.
Parker, just never sign anything.
I would never let him sign something that's
No,
bad
just
for him.
Never sign anything.
He has to sign something.
No, he doesn't. I've never signed anything in my whole life.
You have to sign
Never
things
signed
to
anything in my
leave
whole
the
life.
ship.
No, I don't.
I have your log.
No, you don't.
I
Why don't you go check for it, Thang?
I will. But anyways.
Cut to.
All left-handed.
No, it's
Somebody's gonna be in so much trouble.
every time she sighed, it's like Amanda, hug and kiss, and
Somebody's gonna be in so much trouble. That's all I'm gonna say.
and huge ass. Meanwhile, how are they doing? Are they going to be okay?
We're looking into that. We're hopefully yes.
Only if you say the right things.
Otherwise, you might send them up to the farm where the other aliens play.
Say your right words.
We can just drop the shuttle out of the bay at any time. Just say.
Kick it out.
We need to do scans of it so we can replicate it.
Well, I mean, that's if they say the wrong thing.
Oh.
We don't even have to stage it. We just throw them back into bad orbit and they crash and burn and die.
That sounds like a very bloodthirsty plan.
I'm just letting you know it's an
Grinch
option.
Then we would violate no laws by doing that.
That's
Oh my God.
true. There's no laws about cruel execution at all.
Grinch heart.
Excuse excuse me. I don't know. How am I to address you?
You can call me Kasha.
Kasha, may I speak with your medical professional?
Sure, you can talk to him right here.
Hello. Hi. Are you the same type of being as Kasha? No, I'm an emergency medical hologram. What does that mean?
He is a piece of machinery that assists with our medical capabilities.
I'm actually the chief medical officer aboard in this place. So I think he catches you. You give him the look. He's like,
No, he knows. Like
Yeah.
he's a holograph. He
Yeah.
fucking knows.
Initiating privacy protocol.
"Do you have detailed medical information about me? What would you like to know?" As much as possible. Our medical facilities aren't as advanced as the Modar, so I know very little.
Who are the Modar?
Oh, do you have a suggestion?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did this individual give us her name?
Berenstein.
No, yes.
No, it's
Berenstain?
Tomalor is the name that
I'm
she
making
gave.
notes. That's why
I know. And that is one of the things that I really appreciate is that you are fastidious in your notes and your performance.
That's so sweet, Rob.
Kasha, is it all right if I show her?
Let me Tamalor, I don't want to deny you information, but I do need to know a little more about your society. And it's who the Modar are and what
The Modar are the ones who rule.
the ones who rule, okay? And why are they the ones that rule?
Because they have always been the ones who rule.
Okay. And then are you a Modar?
Oh no. I am Pochai. I was lucky to be given any sort of capability on this mission by Pakiran.
Is Pakiran a Modar?
No, the Modar are another species entirely.
Oh, okay. So the Modar are a species and the ones that rule.
Yes,
And the Pochai
that is us.
and
I and Pakiran and Samaz.
Samaz. Okay. Thank you very much for telling me their names.
Yes, well, I'm sure that they would want to know as much about this if they were here. Am I dreaming? Go with that.
This may be something you don't remember very clearly when you wake up.
Oh, I don't know about that. It just seems so vivid.
I understand.
Are you in command?
Yes.
Doctor, your medical official seems to defer to you in decisions.
I am in command, yes.
You are a female.
Yes. Yep.
Remember the Prime Directive?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
This is
We're busting it today.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
we are power bombing the Prime Directive through a table.
They can't court martial all of us.
Oh yes, they can.
Pick him up, power bomb him, pin him. They'll never catch me. I never signed anything.
They're coming from the top rope.
Photon torpedo from the top rope.
Yeah.
And there 1 and 2 and 3. Yes, I am the commander. My official rank is captain.
Oh. Is that so? I think that would make Pekirin our captain. There are only females in the space program because the Modar are trying to understand the effects of radiation on our reproductive capabilities.
I'm sorry, what?
They want to know if we can breed more pochai when we establish colonies on mining colonies on other moons.
Oh my god.
This has gone from we're going to violate the Prime Directive to we're going to Genesis planet these motherfuckers.
I'm getting very like Martian Manhunter, Green Martian versus White Martian vibes.
Bingo, bingo, bongo.
Perfect. Yeah, good.
So
Remember, Star Trek, not woke.
Never was.
Never was, you
There's
guys.
not politics in my Star Trek.
Come on.
let me. Tomalor. A beautiful name, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
You can just call me Kasha. Please.
But I wish to respect your power.
No.
We are equals.
We are?
Yes.
You can tell that she is like trembling with emotion when you say that.
I'll grab her hand and be like, Tomalor, we are equal. We may not have the same rank, but we are both living beings. You are important. You've brought life into this world, correct?
Yes. Yes, several times.
How many pups have you had? Do they call them pups or just children?
6.
6. Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you. I hope they get to meet you someday. I'm gonna go for the throat, Sarah. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It would be so illegal.
So adorably illegal.
Diving into
so
that
cute.
one today. I hope
Probably
you're
so
fucking ready.
Tomalor, I don't know if that will ever be possible.
Why not? When you return us to Jinadar, I know that. Well, perhaps you can help me find my children.
Sarah.
Fucking hold on! Just fucking give me a second!
How much of this are we listening in on? Because
None of it.
No. This is all.
That's why I said Sarah and I kept it.
That's why you guys got to buy Dr. Sunshine some hollow margaritas and get him
margaritas.
vibro wasted.
Why do you not know where your children are?
Because the Modar send them to where they are needed in the mines.
What?
Oh my god.
The Modar send them to where they are needed in the mines.
When did they take them away from you?
After birth.
What?
They are put in they are distributed to where they are needed in the mines, and then when they are of age, they are sent to the mines.
You never raise your children?
What does that mean? That is the job of the nurse foreman.
The nurse foreman?
Oh my god.
Is the nurse foreman a Modar or a Pochai?
Oh, the Modar would never spend time with our children.
So the Modar don't even... Okay, my apologies for being so confused. It is...
No, this is amazing to speak with another people beyond the Modar. I understand that you have as many questions as I have of you.
What do the Modar look like?
They are small and they are blue, and they have a distinctive haircut. They dress in robes. Very fine clothing. They get to change their outfits as they see fit, as opposed to the Pochai. We get our clothing based on what job that we are supposed to do. And oh dear, I am going to need a new one of these.
We'll take care of that, don't worry.
You have extra space uniforms?
Yes.
Oh, is that a space uniform?
Yes. This is my captain's uniform.
Oh,
The color that I wear.
but Karen only got a patch.
I only get these metal things.
Oh,
We all have similar uniforms, but I get more of these than most of the crew.
so the males and the females,
We are equal.
and you and the doctor are different species, but you're equal? You're all equal.
Yes.
How does Dr. Sunshine look when she says that he's equal to her?
So you are not Pochai, and you are both. Why did you change your appearance?
We changed our appearance in accordance with one of our primary laws as a people. There are many different species that make up our people. And one of the laws we are supposed to obey is to not interfere with other cultures that are less technically advanced than ours.
So you are breaking the law now?
I am. Yes, I am breaking the law right now.
And I am too, says Dr. Sunshine.
Oh.
But as the commanding officer, as the captain, I will take responsibility for this breaking of the law, for this crime.
Captain, says Dr. Sunshine, may I speak with you in my office?
Certainly. I'll be right back.
And
Does he walk or does he disappear?
well, I think he actually walks towards the wall, like he's gonna go through it, and then he kind of pauses, like, wait, no, trying to be more of a person, and then walks through the door.
Yet his feet are slightly slower than what he's moving.
Right. A little glitchy, but you know what?
He's so advanced otherwise. It's
I
fine.
very specifically acknowledge what he did. Good job.
Thank you. While you were speaking with Tomalor, I completed a scan of the other two Pochai. Samaz is going to require surgery. If we do not intervene, he will die.
We're going to have to do that then.
Okay.
It sounds like these people have I am running into a very, very large dilemma, Dr. Sunshine.
Well, I will listen if you need someone to talk to.
These people are slaves. They sent them knowingly into radiation without the proper protection in order to see what kind of effects it would have on their reproductive systems.
That would explain why Tomalor is sterile, according to my scan. I understand the Prime Directive. It was programmed into me. We can't take them back, can we? Or are we going to take them with us and deliver them to Starfleet?
But who knows who else they would send up into space? Who knows how many more atrocities would be performed upon the Pochai?
Captain, I agree with you, because above all else, I believe that all life is sacred.
I will pose this to you. After what is done is done, would you like me to alter your memories? Your memory banks, to remove this?
I have to think about that,
Okay.
because it's not something that I could offer the same to you.
That's fine.
And it is a unique feature of my existence as a hologram.
And it is your choice. I would never do it without your permission.
Can I answer you once we have resolved this?
Of course. Most definitely. I just want to let you know there are going to be many violations of the Prime Directive.
Understandable, Captain, but understandable.
I just wanted to give you the option.
I appreciate your candor, Captain.
I'm going to... Oh, did you have anything else to just the surgery?
Am I able to remove this, since we are no longer trying to deceive the Pochai?
Well, they know that we do not look like this. I explained that to her. So,
Because I feel like it is a continued deception.
let's take the masks off. I will explain to her that we are doing surgery in order to save her compatriot's life. During the surgery, if she wishes to witness it, I'm okay with that. Because she is a medical officer.
Our medical techniques are far advanced beyond what I believe they have the capability of.
Yes.
So I don't, if you are concerned about continued violation of the Prime Directive, I think that would be another charge to add on to whatever it is that you're planning. Though it seems as if you have decided, I believe the 20th century phrase is "fuck it, we ball."
Yes, there's definitely some YOLO going on.
Ooh, I will have to look that one up.
You only live once.
Mm.
YOLO.
Which is ironic, considering that both of us live more than once. Well, I would suggest that whatever it is that you end up deciding to do, you should probably speak with the other command officers.
Yes.
To make sure that they are also on board with whatever it is that you're doing.
Okay. That's what I'll be doing.
But
we'll have Tomalor, have her in a separate waiting room or whatever. I don't know what exactly your procedure is. My apologies. While you perform the surgery. Let's go mask off real quick, and then I'll go to speak with the senior staff.
Okay.
Thank you very much for waiting, Tomalor.
Thank you.
2 things. Would you like to see what we really look like?
More than anything.
Okay. Doctor, if you will.
How do you smell things with such a tiny snout?
Humans can't smell.
I don't smell, actually. I experience data through emulation of human senses.
Yeah,
Mission
mask
Impossible.
Off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
mask off.
Only Picarin could see this.
Is Pikirin here among these two?
Yes, he's the Capitan.
He's the one that needs the.
No,
Okay.
the guy that got hurt because of her crappy landing job is
Samaz.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
someone turned off the landing lights.
Someone had a brilliant idea.
the.
Great until everything else happened. Okay.
We will.
My plan worked until somebody took step one. Okay.
Some people were better flyers.
Pikirin may be able to meet me, but I do want to speak to you about something more serious, and I want to have your input on it. Being you and I have met each other.
Yes, of course.
Samaz requires a surgery in order to save his life. And I would like to ask your permission.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I know that Pikirin would make that authorization if he were awake, but yes.
Okay. Dr. Sunshine will explain what is to be done, and you will wait. I need to go speak to the rest of the people on this ship.
Okay. So who are you calling into this meeting?
Oh, fuck, all these bitches are here. We're getting you and you and you. We're getting the...
Zachary?
Zachary. We're getting...
Itor.
Itor. We're getting everybody
Okay.
all up in this
Soft
bitch.
boy.
Soft boy,
He's a
yeah.
xenobiologist. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So we cut to the big conference table scene.
All right. So in dramatic fashion.
Well, not like the rest of this has been.
Right. Everyone, thank you very much for coming. I have very blatantly violated the Prime Directive.
I mean,
Not a question, not a discussion. It's a statement.
we could just lie.
Shut up.
Okay.
The people that we have in sickbay right now are called the Puchai. The information that I've gotten from one of them has indicated that there is a species known as the Modar who are using them as labor, unpaid labor, slaves in their minds. To the point where the females who are able to give birth, and their children are taken away from them immediately and sent to the places where they are needed. I have violated the Prime Directive, and I intend on violating it much more. If any of you do not wish to do this, you are very welcome to stay in your quarters and avoid all of this, because this will most likely turn into a court-martial hearing for everyone involved. And as my crew, I respect your choice to not have to be involved in that. We're gonna do crimes if you choose to continue on this mission with me. But I will not make the choice for any of you. That is up to you and you alone.
And that is where we end our episode here tonight. So you're going to want to tune in to our very special season finale, court-martial edition. Well, no.
More crimes.
That's next season.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like season 3 is definitely going to open up with a trial, but be sure to join us for our last episode of Star Trek Season 2 next week. For all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game I should really just relax.
I'm gonna lose my ship.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.